Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm answering the question, are we producing reality? This being my 9th take of this, or something like that, I'm just being dramatic, I would say the answer is yes. We are definitely producing reality when we vlog. At least I am. It seems like it's a lot like public speaking and the kind of production that goes into that. That's what I'm thinking of. Except actually, maybe even a little bit more editing, since this is the first time that I'm doing this, speaking to a camera in my home. I get to wear my comfy shoes and my dog's back there, but other than that, it's kind of an odd experience. And I'm doing this as part of a class, an English class at San Francisco State University, which I thought I'd mention because I'm not really technologically proficient, and in fact in class I describe myself as a technophobe, although I'm trying to be open-minded. But one of the reasons that I chose this topic was because I like the reality question. You know, what is reality, and are we producing it when we're vlogging? And it was a question that at first I kind of got up in arms. Of course you're producing reality. It's not real if it's online or whatnot. But, you know, it's interesting. Even just doing the simple task of creating a video that I'm putting online, and just the feeling that I get from producing this video, I realize that this is the same thing that I do every single day. I mean, I'm not taking pictures of myself and talking into a camera every single day, but I am producing something. I mean, I'm changing my identity, my reality of the moment, to go to work, to go to school. Everything's always changing. I adapt who I am in a small way, maybe subtle way, to fit my environment. So, yeah, I mean, I'm producing reality here, but I'm also producing reality everywhere. So, what is reality? That's a little bit of a tougher question, but my definition is it's whatever we perceive to be present, wherever our identity kind of sits. And that is so different for so many people. I kind of like the vagueness of it. But it was a question that was asked in this blog that I'm responding to, Becky. But yeah, that's it. And it's really those perceptions change. I'm a paramedic and I see people in altered states all the time, and their realities are totally different from my reality, what I perceive to be real. But it doesn't mean that it's any less real for them, or my reality is any less real for me. And I think that's the same here. And, you know, an online friend that I only email or vlog or blog to or whatever is just as real as my real friend that I meet at the cafe. And I think that's an important distinction. And I think what we get, and what we can get from vlogging, is that this mode of communication allows me access to so many other people, this huge audience of people that I probably wouldn't meet or have access to before. And also, just by putting those little words, those tags at the bottom of our blogs and vlogs, we can easily access and kind of weed out information and look for keywords and kind of focus on one topic or another that is just so efficient. And that's pretty amazing. And so I think vlogging really enhances a lot of those aspects of our life. On the flip side, I think what it does is it fragments. You know, we can cut and paste and chop, and there's not a flow to that conversation. And people can also hide behind their identities and their alter egos and kind of lose, not themselves, but, you know, it makes it easier maybe to attack other vloggers. That's what I've heard. I don't know too much about vlogging, but I can see that as a downside. And I think the answer to all of this is, once you realize, okay, well, we're producing reality, so what, is to move on to the next step and this technology is here, so how do we use it, and how do we kind of move forward and continue to use it to enhance our lives, but not really take on any of those negative repercussions, and not become so immersed in the technology that it kind of takes over our life, which anything can become toxic like that if we kind of step over that boundary of moderation. And a lot of it is about self-awareness and discipline, and not kind of getting lazy with it almost, because it's easy to sit in my slippers, which are really comfortable. And I can see where it would be kind of nice to be at home and kind of vlog, and that would be my social outlet, and come home really tired from work, and I kind of lose myself there, and it becomes kind of like I used to do when I didn't socialize a lot, and I'd read and kind of internalize, and I think it's great, but I wasn't receiving that social interaction. And I think when you use information, or you use this mode of communication to enhance the other part of life, then you kind of get this flow where the other part of life starts enhancing your vlogging life. So you're using vlogs to communicate, to enhance your creative ideas, to talk to somebody at Kansas State University and maybe get ideas on their professors, and then that helps me for my class, and step outside and talk to other people, and as my social network outside, and everything gets enhanced, and I'm not completely lost in my anti-technology world and just saying, that's not good, it's horrible for everyone, and they're producing reality, this is real, or on the flip side, just being so immersed in it that I get lost in the technology and kind of lose myself, and that's all I do. I don't, I kind of wrap myself in this world, and I don't really come out of it. And so I guess that's my answer, and hopefully that made sense. It's balance. I mean, that sounds like, and it is kind of a very San Francisco answer. I feel like I should have some incense burning and some candles, which I actually did a little while ago, but that's my answer. Seek balance and a connection between the two worlds, and that will lead to a nice flow, and each world will enhance each other. So hopefully you got something out of this, and maybe I'll be talking to you soon, maybe not. Bye-bye.